I'm actually going to go over 2 of the division packets that you have for this week. So this is your Tuesday assignment. This will be Tuesday the 17th, I believe. So November 17th, Tuesday. So the title of this is Key Terms of Division. So we're going to go through some of our vocabulary that you're going to need to know for division. It says division is the blank that is used to find how many blank blank or how many are in blank group. Division is the operation. Remember, we call operations, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and now we're going to our 4th type of operation that we see in 3rd grade, which of course is division. Division is the operation that is used to find how many what? To find how many equal groups I may have to change it. Let me think. How many equal groups or how many are in each? There we go. Each group. I thought I had the wrong wording there, but it should work. How many equal groups you need. So you're either going to be looking for how many groups I need to circle, or you're going to be looking for how many objects are in just one group. Remember, each means one. So let's reread that definition. Division is the operation that is used to find how many equal groups or how many are in each group. So you have 3 parts to a division problem. You start with your largest number, like 20 here. That largest number is called our dividend. Say dividend. A dividend is the total number that is blank into blank groups. We already know we're putting them into equal groups. The total number that is divided. We're dividing. So your dividend is the number you're dividing into equal groups. Oh, y'all can't see that, can you? The dividend is the number you're dividing into equal groups. So you can kind of see the word divide right here, D-I-V-I-D-E. Divide is in the word dividend because that's the number we're dividing. Okay, divisor. Everybody say divisor. Divisor. The number of equal groups, these are your groups. Remember, groups come first in multiplication. Groups are going to be that first. That's not a total, though. That'll be that number here. Equal groups, or the blank, or the amount in each group. We can actually switch that. It can either be the groups that we need, or it can be how many we're going to put in each group. So let's read a divisor one more time. The number of equal groups or the amount in each group. And then your last or your answer, of course, is called the quotient. Everybody say quotient. Quotient. So the answer. Your quotient is the answer to a division problem. Let's look at these words again. Our dividend is the total. Let's circle that word total. Our dividend is the total number that we're dividing into equal groups. Our divisor is the number we're dividing by. That's either going to be your equal groups or it's going to be what you put inside each group. And then the quotient is the answer. Let's see if we can find the quotient to this. Count by 5s. How many 5s will it take to get 20? 5, 10, 15, 20. It takes 4 5s to make 20. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. Okay, so let's look at the next pages in this packet. They're going to want you to do division as equal groups. I'm going to work 2 problems, one from the top and one from the bottom. Then I want you to complete it for a grade. Okay, let's start with number 1. So we've got to write our quotient. So remember, we got to start with, we got to write our equation. We're going to start with our dividend. Our dividend, remember, is our total. It's the number we're dividing. So I need to count all of my dots to get my total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have a 21 total, so we're going to start with the number 21. Now, we're going to be dividing 21. Either you have a choice here. You have a choice. You can either put the groups that you have as your divisor, or remember, we can put how many dots are in one group or each group as our divisor. I'm going to count the groups. To me, that's the easiest, but you can do either one. We can switch that. So I see I have 3 groups, so my divisor is going to be 3. Now, will I count it wrong if you put 7 as a divisor? No, I will not. Whatever number you put as your divisor, the other number is going to be your quotient. So my 7 is actually going to be my quotient. So I have 21 total dots. That's my total, remember. I have 3 groups, so I did groups second. And then there are 7 dots in each group. You can switch the 3 and the 7. You could write 21 divided by 7 equals 3, and that will still be a correct answer. I like to get in a habit of putting groups first because I know in multiplication, groups have to come first. So I also like to do groups first when it comes to division, but that's just my preference. All right, and I'm going to do 1 at the bottom. So these 3 will be for you to do on your own. You can rewatch this as many times as you need to if you need extra help. I will also post other helpful videos online on your Google Classroom that you can go back and look at. Examine each equation and model with equal groups. So now we're going to draw them, okay? So let's do number 5 together, and I'll leave the last 3 for you to do. I'm picking a big one. Well, number 6 has got a big one too, but that's okay. So we need 32 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Make sure you're counting carefully. I try not to go too fast. And I'm dividing by 8, so I can either draw 8 groups or I can put 8 in a group. I prefer to do that way. I like to put the 8 in the group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and circle. You should not have a dot that is not in a group. So to get the answer, I have my 32. I put 8 in each group, so now I'm just going to count my groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know the quotient is 4. 32 divided by 8 is 4. So I'm going to let you finish the rest of this page on equal groups. There's one more page that is doing equal groups or area models, or arrays or area models. Again, your total, it tells you, comes first. That is your dividend divided by rows or groups. Remember, rows come first, just like groups come first. And then my answer, my quotient, is how many columns you have. So rows and columns, just like in multiplication, rows come first. So let's do number 1 together. I see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total. 12 has to come first. My total comes first because it's division. Divided by rows. So 1, 2, 3 rows equals columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So my equation is going to be 12 divided by 3 equals 4 rows and then columns. And all you're doing is counting to get these numbers. Okay? Now, even if it's boxes, it's still rows, columns. Your total and division starts your problem. Down at the bottom, we're going to make our own. I'm going to do number 5 with you. We're going to need to draw 21 dots. So I kind of worked this a little backwards than what we just did. I know this is going to be my rows. So I'm going to draw my 7 rows first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had to do them kind of small. And then I'm going to keep doing 7 until I get 21 total. So I've got 7, another group of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I still haven't got to 21, so another group of 7, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Once I get my answer 21, I'm going to stop. I have 7 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. So 21 divided by 7 is 3. 7 rows and 3 columns gives me 21. Now, extra down here, they are also asking for a subtraction sentence because division is the same thing as repeated subtraction, just like multiplication is repeated addition. So my subtraction sentence, we are taking 21, we are subtracting 7. 1, 2, 3 times. Let me say that again. We are subtracting 7 3 times because we got the answer of 3. If I subtract 7 once, I get 14. If I subtract 7 twice, I get 7. And if I subtract 7 a third time, I end up with 0. So we're subtracting 7 3 times from 21 because 3 times 7 is 21. So whatever you get for your answer on division, that's how many times you're going to subtract. So since I got the answer of 3, I subtracted 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. 3 subtractions of 7. Okay, that's something extra we haven't quite talked about, but we will get to in another packet. So complete your key terms of division packet. Have it ready to turn in to me on November 30th. The other packet you're doing today is your fact families. So let's fill in at the top in that circle. It's got some missing words. A group of blank facts using the blank numbers. So a fact family is a group of multiplication facts using the same numbers. That's the definition of a fact family, okay? So they give me my fact family. I need 12, 6, and 2. We have 2 multiplication sentences and 2 division sentences we have to fill in. Multiplication, we start with our 2 factors and we get the big product. So 6 times 2 is 12. Commutative property, we switch it. 2 times 6 is also 12. Division, we start with the biggest number, which is 12. Divide it by 6 and get 2. Or 12 divided by 2 and get 6. I think you guys know how to do fact families, so I'm going to let you finish those. The 2 at the bottom are going to be missing one of the numbers. You are going to have to figure out what that missing number is. Make sure you write it in your triangle on top of your house. All right, the next page, you're taking division again, and you're doing a fact family. I'll work one of these. So they want us to do 32 divided by 8. So to get that, I can do multiplication. 8 times 4 is 32. Or 4 times 8 is 32. Ooh, my goodness, my brain went backwards. 32. So we know our answer here is 4. So we've already got 32 divided by 8. So I just need 32 divided by 4 equals 8. Make sure on these you are not repeating any of the same problems. Make sure on this other division problem, I did not put 8 in the middle again. They already did that one for me. So every time on your line, you should have a different problem where you're moving some of those numbers around. I'll let you finish the fact family page on your own. The very last page for today on your packet, you're doing strip diagrams, okay? In multiplication, you're always trying to find the total of the whole rectangle. In division, you're trying to fill in the boxes, okay? So my equation is 35 divided by, and we're going to count our groups. Remember, we do groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 boxes. That's 5 groups equals what number would I put in the group? 5 times what is 35? Well, let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It took me 7 5s. So I need to fill in every box with 7. Because 35 divided by 5 is 7. My answer is 7. 7 goes in all the boxes in order to get 35. I'm going to do one more. Let's do number 6. No, let's do number 5. I like 5 better. I don't want to do another 5 answer. Let's do a different one. 24. Divided by, count your groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups. So we're dividing by 6. 6 times what is 24? 6, 12, 18, 24. So 4. 4 should go in every single group. Fill those in. My answer is 4. All right, finish these 2 packets, key terms of division, with fact families, equal groups, and area models, and have both of these ready to turn in to me on November 30th. If you have questions, let me know.